Trading 360. I'm Nicole Petalides. We are live on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. The Dow's at 583 points, and it's our 360 round. We're taking a look at Ulta Beauty, which is jumping after its quarterly report. Joining me right now, Melissa Armo, founder, owner of the stock Swoosh. So tell me your thoughts. I mean, the stock's up nearly 13% on the heels of the better than expected earnings. What did you think went right for this company?
Again, they actually could be one of these people that has problems going into 2025 with tariffs. So I was a little surprised on the jump up today. But looking at the overall stock, it's still in a downtrend, despite the fact that it was up in the earnings, despite the fact that it's rallying today. I really think the rally today is more due to the fact that the market's green. In other words, if the market was falling today on the gap up, I think Tesla would have fallen on this earnings because they really didn't necessarily hit all the mark. And again, many of these people are expecting some of the prices of the things that they have to go up. And are the businesses going to cover the cost of them, or are they going to pass it off to consumers? Again, beauty has become extremely competitive. There's so many different places out there now. It's hard to believe that the stock, for what it does, that this company is actually even at $350 a share. But it's been more than a year since the stock saw brand new all-time highs. It was early 2024. So the stock is nowhere near the highs, even after today's,
Right.
bullish gap.
Yeah, it's at 355 today. The high in the 52 weeks was 574. David, as you see this stock sell off, I mean, 1 year it's down almost 40%. And equity analyst at Morningstar, David Schwartz, is joining us now. Thank you for being here. And maybe you think there's an opportunity. In fact, you have a 4-star rating, a 370 fair value. We just got the earnings from Ulta Beauty, and usually people used to say, I like investing in beauty, they have higher margins, but maybe the squeeze could be on either on the company and their products or on the consumer. David?
It is still an attractive industry, and I think Ulta Beauty is a very competitive company. There's no doubt, though, that the industry has become more competitive, and this has affected Ulta, especially over the last year, and it looks like 2025 is not going to be necessarily a great year for Ulta either, but it is still just one of the two major beauty retailers in the U.S., along with Sephora. And I still believe that Ulta is going to take share from department stores and other beauty stores in the future because it does have a lot of competitive advantages. It still remains very popular with its customer base, has a huge loyalty program, carries a huge number of products, and still really is unique in the retail area.
Okay. So, what would you say about a competitor like e.l.f., David?
I mean, a company like e.l.f. is not really a competitor, I don't think, for Ulta. Ulta really stands alone. Its stores are 10,000 square feet. There's nobody else that has 10,000 square foot beauty stores and has the selection Ulta has. And so there is competition from individual brands like e.l.f. and other beauty companies also operate their own stores. And there will continue to be competition. But, I still think that Ulta has a place that other retailers don't have in the beauty space.
Yeah, and most of the analysts here, D.A. Davidson, 415, overweight at J.P. Morgan, 475, 365 over at Citigroup, but most of them seem to have a lot of most recent numbers. Some are lower. I see a couple that are 330 and 310. Melissa, when would you say Ulta would be attractive? Because you don't necessarily love that it's right around the bottom here.
Well, honestly, it's got to be well over 400, maybe even 425 to think that it could possibly flip and then get back up near the highs. But I'm really going to also be watching the market. I personally am not long anything right now. I don't like anything. The market, Ulta, you name it. I don't care. Earnings, whatever. I think the market's lower.
Where's the S&P going? Where's the NASDAQ going? What's your downside that you see?
I can't give you a number because I just think we're lower. So whether we have a little bit more of a fall or whether we have a lot of bit more of a fall, I think the beginning actually has just started. So I think there's a possibility that we could see a bearish spring and summer in 2025 for markets, which would be unheard of for the way that the market has been trading the last 2 to 3 years when people have been extremely bullish. You can say it's because of tariffs. You can say it's because of the Fed. You can name whatever reason you want, but people constantly want to try to pick the lows. They think the lows were the last couple of days. I don't think that's the case. So I think you got to watch it here if you want to go long something, because you could see some pain if you're long in stocks and then they sell off again. And people don't like to see that. They say that they're okay with it, even in their retirement accounts, but really people are not okay with it.
Yeah. Melissa, David, thank you both so very much. Melissa Armo of the Stock Swoosh, David Swartz of Morningstar. Good to see you. Thank you for being with us here on Trading 360. I'm Nicole Petalides. I'll see you at 2 o'clock. Download our free Schwab Network app. It's available in the Apple App Store. Tune in 24/7, schwabnetwork.com. I'll see you at 2 p.m. Eastern Time for the watch list. Join me then. And Fast Market is next.